right now, not later, right now. I don't know if y'all know, but we're going to win. I don't know if you feel it, but we're going to win.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Prime Sports Media. I'm so glad to be with you again. This one's going to be a short podcast, but before I go into the details of today's show, let's give a lot of kudos to Travis Hunter. Give him a clap. It's been reported, everyone, that he will be out for 2 to 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And it looks like there was some injury to his, I believe it was his liver, and that they need to rest him up, get him ready. His health, let me just say this, his health is more important than a football game. Let's just get that out the way right now, okay?
Tell the truth.
Health is more important. Without health, you got nothing, okay? And we know that Coach Prime, the coaching staff there, he's in good hands. Let me also say that Colorado State's player, Henry Blackburn, I think was his name, that guy is a dirty you-know-what, okay? What I really would like to say when I think about what he did, it makes me want to drop a couple of that. Some because it was intentional. It looked like it was a hit that was being put on Travis. So I want everybody to put Travis in their thoughts, prayers. Hope that he has a recovery. It's a damn shame we're not going to be able to see him against Oregon and, of course, USC to see how he matches up with that type of talent. But his health is more important. I want to thank you all out there for I put out some postings in the community tab, and those of you have written and made your blessings to the brother. But let's get into the topic at hand. Now, when we talk about Coach Prime, or what I like to call the Prime effect. The Prime effect is very, very real. We all witnessed him on 60 Minutes say that, hey, and I'm looking at the best coach in the mirror myself. We've all witnessed how he treats his players, how he's very fathery in his in the way he deals with his players. He's very cerebral. He's very intelligent, great motivator, and a great coach, makes great decisions. And as a result of that, everyone wants a piece of this Colorado prime time Neon Deion property. You've got all the networks battling to get their hands on the property. Now you've got Big High Noon. You got that Big High Noon program brought to you by Fox Network that has been in battle over the years against their rival ESPN. ESPN, we know, has a lot of financial problems. They had to get rid of or fire or lay off a lot of their sports talk personalities to cut costs because they're bleeding money. A lot of their other properties that they own are not doing well. So both these networks are doing everything they can to covet their broadcast around Colorado, because before Coach Prime got to Colorado, you didn't see Colorado on any networks like ESPN. It had been some time. Tell the truth on that. As well as their rival, Fox SF1, Fox Sports. None of these networks gave a damn about Colorado. Prime gets there, he changes everything. It's the Prime effect. It's the same thing that he did when he was at Jackson State. He turned Jackson State around. He put them on the map, got new uniforms, new practice field, changed everything around. He made Jackson State, he turned things around in Jackson State, should I say. And when he left Jackson State for Colorado, he left Jackson State in a better place than they were before he got there. So now things are on a bigger scale. People are wondering, how is Prime able to do this? He was doing this at Jackson State, but nobody really paid attention because it was HBCU football. But Prime has been the same man all along. He was the same man at Jackson State, and he's the same man with his team at Colorado. Now everybody wants a piece of this high property. Ticket sales are skyrocketing. Matter of fact, I can make an argument that Coach Prime is not getting paid the money that he's truly worth, that he has brought to Colorado. They need to tear up the contract, rewrite the contract, because he's bringing more dividends to not only Colorado, but to college football in general. Now you've got two networks fighting over who's going to get control, because they both are desperate for ratings, desperate for making money, keep their financial books looking good, especially ESPN. And see, this is what's happening. Let me put this up here for you to see on the screen. Deion Sanders Colorado Buffs are the main focus of debate shows like on ESPN, Fox, as I said before. When they travel to Saturday pregame broadcast shows, the pregame window is a big window. You've got game day, of course. You've got the big high noon now with Fox again. I'm going to put them back up here with Fox again. And they're competing against ESPN, as I said before. This is about money. And both these, let me tell you something that was really brought out that's really weird. ESPN had game day because, of course, they had Colorado broadcast that night, last Saturday's game. ESPN set up shop there. Did you know that Fox Big Noon pregame show set up shop in Colorado at the same time that game day was there? Even though they didn't have, they didn't have the broadcasting rights at that time for Colorado's game. It was ESPN, but they still set up shop to have a pregame show for rating purposes, because the ratings are what skyrocket. This is the prime effect. This is an example of the prime effect that I want y'all to understand here. The networks are using the Colorado Buffs' success to gain an edge in their ongoing battle for college football broadcasting dominance. This is the effect. So when we say that Prime is having an effect on college football, it's not just on the field, X's and O's. It's financially, it's the networks, it's the property of Colorado. It is the name, image of Coach Prime. You see, this is something very interesting that we have to realize. Now, I want to put Coach Prime up here. I want you to get another good look at this man. His team played very well, and coming back, it was a struggle game over this past Saturday. And the reason why I said they played well, because they played well at the end of the game when it really counted in overtime to come back from being down against Colorado State. And Shador and Shallow showed up and showed out. Now, let me put this on the screen for you. This is very important for you to see. Fox has been trying to compete with ESPN industry incumbent College Game Day since it launched in its Big Noon kickoff in 2019. Last season, Game Day outdrew Big Noon kickoff by 70%. That's why they're battling. That's why they set up shop when they didn't even have Colorado on their schedule, just against the Colorado State team just a week ago. Let me put this back up here again. But prime time coming to Boulder has been a major boom for Fox in the global media rights. So even though Fox didn't have Colorado on their schedule to broadcast their game just a week ago, they still set up shop. You're going to see these networks continue to set up shop just to get Deion on the show, because it brings the ratings to sky high. Let me put this up here for you to see too. Check this out. This is interesting, folks. Regarding their respective top game slots, however, Fox has been beating ESPN the past 2 seasons. ESPN's been taking a beating, y'all. the last 2 seasons by Fox Sports Network. Let's put this back up here again. The Big Noon Saturday averaged 6.2 million views last year compared to 4.3 million on ABC, ESPN at 7 p.m. Eastern primetime window. The Buffs, the Colorado Buffs under Coach Prime, first 2 noon Eastern games smashed Fox's 2022 average, but ESPN outperformed them by a small margin. TCU Colorado averaged a 7.26 million views compared with ESPN, Florida State University, LSU game, which was at 9.17 million, while Texas, Alabama was at 8 million views, edged out Colorado, Nebraska at 8.7 million. This is what's going on. This is the battle because of the Prime effect, ladies and gentlemen. The Prime effect is real. Coach Prime is affecting the way the game is being played. He's affecting recruiting, the way people are going to probably try to recruit. He came in and he really utilized the transfer portal like no one had. He's taken a team that was 1-11 a year ago to being 3-0 now. They're going against Oregon. It's going to be a tough game. And I'm hoping that the coaching staff will get that running game cranking. They're going to have to be on all cylinders. It's not going to be a walk in the park. But I believe, you should believe, Coach Prime and what he's doing at Colorado is having an effect throughout the sports industry, that you've got 2 major sports companies that are fighting, scrapping, nicking at the bits to get the rights. Now, they play in the Pac-12, and I want to make this very clear to you. The Pac-12 has an exclusive deal with both Fox Sports and ESPN. So that's why both these networks, even though they want the exclusive rights, they can juggle Colorado games between both networks week to week here and there. And we know that Colorado will be going to the Big 12 next year. And guess what? The Big 12 has the same similar deal. So with that said, everybody, this is Prime Sports Media. Hope you enjoyed what I put down. Y'all take care. Share the video on all your social media. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because I definitely would appreciate that. Share this in your community tab if you are a content creator. And I want to thank you all because we're at 21,000 subscribers and going on up. The channel is growing like wildflowers. And you know why? Because I have great people out there like you watching this program, sharing the videos, and telling people about the channel. With that said, you all take care. This is Prime Sports Media.